Hello everybody, I'm Paul Schmid, and now we're going to look at a great Frank Sinatra tune, Witchcraft. And I'll play it all the way through, and then we'll talk about it.
Those fingers in my hair that slide, come hither stare, that strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. And I've got no defense for it, the heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? It's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me, my heart says yes indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one I wouldn't switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you. It's witchcraft, that crazy witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me, my heart says yes indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one that I'd never switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you.
Witchcraft. So, that was written by Cy Colman, and it was originally recorded by Frank Sinatra for a single. And then it was put onto his compilation album in I think 1963, All the Way. The arranger is the great Nelson Riddle, one of the big two for the Capitol period, the other being Billy May. And just a very nice laid back kind of swing. Again, I emphasized from going to 2 to 4, leaving a lot of space at times. Always stay away from the drummer's hi-hat and his snare drum on the offbeat. That's his place. Your place is everywhere else. Now, when we're listening to someone like Joe Comfort, the idea is not trying to imitate him. That's just would be very sterile. What you want to do is find out how he talks, what his idioms are, what phrases does he use. Take those apart and dissect them, learn them, and incorporate them in your playing. You're not supposed to sound like him. The sound is another whole thing. You know, the sound is just a totally different sound than the more modern sound you might hear today. Very close mic'd, active pickup, jammed on the bass. Who knows what the real instrument sounds like sometimes. So try to take these great players and find out what they do, how they do it, but don't follow them. Incorporate them, bring them into you. So Now, let's talk about fingering a little bit. This constant pattern happens in this tune. Now, the lazy man's way out is to play the open D string. I much prefer to use the D and the fourth finger. First finger on F, first finger on C. That way you can give each note the same amount of juice. Listen to the difference. To me, that D just doesn't sound the same as the other two notes. So you always want to reevaluate how you're doing. As I said in my other videos, oftentimes going up is much better than going across, especially on the upright bass. You'll get a much, just play with the sound. Really listen to your instrument. Don't worry about listening to amplifiers. Listen to what your instrument's saying, and some days it's going to sound different than others. So these are very big instruments. They're very humidity and temperature sensitive, and sometimes they'll act a little differently than the last time you remember. So that's the funny part about this. So I'm going to play this entire tune again, and watch some of the things that I laid for, and I'll try to talk. Let me see. Okay, and here we go. Right off the bat. Real laid back swing. Let's go down to the F.
Those fingers.
Stay away from it. Stay away from it. Stay away from the drummer.
That strips my conscience bare. It's witchcraft. And I've got no defense for it. The heat is too intense for it. What good would
keep it short,
for it do?
Long.
'Cause it's witchcraft. Wicked witchcraft.
C chord.
And although I know it's strictly taboo,
Now keep away from the offbeat.
when you arouse a need in me, my heart says yes indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but
There's plenty of time to stretch out. This isn't it.
'cause there's no nicer witch than you.
Now we're in 4. Back to 2.
Witchcraft, that crazy
For
witchcraft.
the moment.
And although I know it's strictly taboo,
Here we go.
when you arouse the need in me, my heart says yes indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to.
Land down nice and easy there.
It's such an ancient pitch, but one that I'd never switch. 'Cause there's no nicer witch than you.
And there you have it.